Alright, so there are some couples, right, who choose to live together. We call that cohabiting, or some people call it common law, rather than getting married. So we asked two experts to weigh in on one of life's major decisions. Author of Love and Sex, The Basics, and Smart Jamaica co-host, Dr. Karen Carpenter. We've also got Director of Family Life Ministries Fresh Start Program, Reverend Trevor Edwards. And I'm going to ask you both to state your position, even though I think I have a pretty good idea. To marry or not to marry, Rev?
Yes.
To marry or not to marry?
Marriage is optional, but I think cohabiting is a useful precursor to marriage.
Okay. Rev, what are your issues with people who live together? Because some people say it's the same thing of marriage without the license.
Yeah, I think it's more than that. Lifelong marital relationship, I believe, offers the best opportunity for happiness and a meaningful relationship than a marriage in which persons are cohabiting.
Why?
Simply. Because it has the element of commitment, which is more than just two persons saying that they are coming together, and there are some things, there are emotional rewards that they are going to benefit or get from this relationship. So there's an element of commitment, which is a unreserved dedication of one's whole self to the relationship. And marriage is more than two people coming together. It is, when two people come together, they create an entity. They create a union. They create a unity, which is more than the sum of its parts. So if you have, for example, hydrogen and oxygen coming together, they do not form water. But under special conditions and on the right amount of each will create water, which is a new entity.
So we've gone chemistry, word, head,
okay. So you're looking at a relationship where there has to be a commitment to something more than just two people.
So what about the folks who are watching, who are living together for 30, 40 years and still going strong? They haven't signed a piece of paper, but they share the commitments. They have kids. They're living together and the relationship is great. What would you say to those persons? They're not committed?
I would not say that those persons are not committed. Mm-hmm. And I would not say that those unions do not have elements of security and stability. They do. But I'm saying that if you compare both relationships, there's one which offers the greater level in all areas, the possibility of both persons developing, realizing their full potential, realizing themselves as persons, and really becoming the kind of persons that they were created to be, which will not necessarily happen when you're in a relationship which is tentative. You're in a relationship where one could hop out at any moment. You're in a relationship which is not necessarily binding, because people are part of a society. And society establishes norms, society establishes rules to guide persons. And marriage creates a moral framework within which those rules, within which those regulations can be enforced and can ensure that persons in that partnership are protected. Outside of that, there's the absence of that protection.
Let me hear what the love doctor has to say, because I hear the argument about being binding and so on, but people are still hopping out. 60% of marriages are...
in the Western world, at least 50% of marriages fail. Of the 50% that are left, 30% of those marriages are actually what we call roommates. These are people who are not in a romantic relationship. They're living together, they're raising children, they're functional as a relationship, but it's certainly not a romantic couple. And 20% are the ones that are left in a romantic relationship. I think it depends on what you're looking for in marriage. First of all, marriage is a contract with the state. It's a contract between two persons with the state. When you get a divorce, look at the dissolution of marriage. When you get a divorce, you go to the state in order to have that dissolution. So let's be clear about what marriage offers. Today, around the world, marriage offers no greater benefits than does cohabiting, because laws have adjusted to allow for cohabiting couples, certainly in Jamaica, to have the same legal rights as those couples who are in fact married by the state. So I don't know that it offers that much advantage, and I think it depends on what it is that you're looking for. People get married for all sorts of reasons. If you're looking for a romantic relationship, which is what most hopeful, optimistic people go into marriage for, then you really don't need the marriage for that. What you need is intimacy, commitment, and passion.
Interestingly, I'm looking at this article that we got as background information. This says about the number of couples that are living together. There are 12 times as many cohabiting couples today as there were in the 70s.
Absolutely.
But interestingly enough, a good percentage of those couples eventually go on to marry.
Well, yes, but 40% of those actually after 5 years leave
Split
the
up.
cohabiting situation. And I think cohabitation serves its purpose in that way.
That's what I want to ask you now. So what would you say are the benefits of having, is it, I don't want to call it a dry run, because for some people it's an eternal dry run. They just choose not to marry. But for the folks who do choose to live together first.
I think it's important to find out what the practical issues are around having a relationship that's long-term. Many of us go into this cohabitation or marriage with rosy lenses, and we don't think about the practical issues. So I think cohabiting helps you to sort that out.
And this is more than tube of toothpaste, talk,
yes,
and
I mean, these are the frivolities that we talk about, but there are things like paying of bills and whose career goes first and who wants to study more, and some very practical issues. How do we maintain the romance, etc. I've not found a difference between married couples or cohabiting couples as it relates to their relational health. Married couples go through the same difficulties that cohabiting couples go through. The difference is that married couples now need to wait a year in order to dissolve that marriage, and they do dissolve it.
Okay.
So I don't see how it's a benefit to either the couple or the children in that marriage, because there's no legal benefit. However, if that is what your lifestyle, your religious beliefs tell you, then that's fine. But it is a contract with the state.
Would I have no benefits to contract it with the state? Any benefits in your mind as to Jamaican
There may not be a great amount of legal benefits, but there are emotional benefits. There is a sense of contentment that persons experience in knowing that here is a relationship that has a binding component, and one cannot just opt out if some things are not going right, if there is some deficiencies in communication, or if there is deficiencies in our economic realities. It is where you are making a private commitment and you are expressing this publicly in legal marriage. That's what legal marriage does. Legal marriage allows for accountability as well to both persons. So you're saying that I am responsible for this person, I'm committing for the future, and I'm making a decision, and that decision, I am going to seek to work out the decision where I'm taking this person exclusively from everybody else. And I'm going to care for this person in a lifelong relationship. Is what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it allows for one, even emotionally, to think that I feel safe, I feel secure, I feel protected in this relationship.
Okay.
And this person is not going to just abandon me if something goes awry.
Should not.
Operative
phrase. We're going to talk about this until 8:30, but we got to go. Thank you very much. Of course, this debate will rage on forever as long as there are relationships. Which side are you on? I know which side I'm on, but I can also understand what you're saying, Doc. You have a seminar coming up, tell us?
Yes, we do. We have a Secrets to Love seminar coming up on the 30th of May at the university campus. It's from 9 till 1 in the afternoon. The cost is $4,500. Look out for Facebook, Twitter, and all the other social media ways of getting the information.
Love and Sex JA at
loveandsexja.com or loveandsexja@gmail.com, and we're telling you the research facts about love and sex.
Okay. All right. And she has more to share in this book too. For 18 and over, please. Thank you. Author of Love and Sex the Basics, Dr. Karen Carpenter, and Director of Family Life Ministries Fresh Start Program, Reverend Trevor Edwards. Thank you both very much.